Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the nursery. So we have another video happening today here, and before we get started with what we're going to be doing today, let me introduce you to this little girl here. I'll turn her head so we can see her there. This is baby Abigail Johanna. This is the Realborn Johanna Asleep, and she was reborn by Debbie's Dreamy dolls. And so I thought we would go ahead and bring her onto this video today and change her out of this sleeper and into something else. I don't like to keep like really dark stuff on the babies for too long. You know, even though I have washed this outfit several times and stuff, I just, you know, like to be careful with the darker stuff. So what we're going to go ahead and put on her today is I have a 0 to 3 month onesie, and is from Child of Mine. This is a 0 to 3 month, and then this is all polka dots. I think this would look really cute on her. And then we have these pants from Just One You, which is a 3 month size. So I think because I always have a white onesie on underneath the outfits and stuff, and so I think this will fit her. And even if it's a little bit baggy, that's okay too. But I just think that will look really cute on her, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do with her today. But before we actually get started with our topic, which I thought would be just kind of a fun little topic that we can do, and I'm going to just adjust my camera a little bit so I'm not falling off of the edge of my bed. I'm filming on my bed again today. And yeah, I'm filming on my bed again today. I thought that would be just a little bit easier to do. My back is bothering me a little bit today, so I thought if I sat here instead of standing up at the changing table, it might be a little bit easier on my back, because it's kind of hard to stand up for a long period of time. But anyway, before we get started though, I did want to go ahead and give you guys just a little bit of an update. So I'm recording this, today is actually Thursday, February 25th, I think it is. Yeah, Thursday, February 25th. And, before we actually get started on our topic, I wanted to kind of give you guys just a little bit of an update. If you watched my last video, I had an unboxing of my Real Care baby that had arrived. And he came to me from across the pond. There was a story, let me tell you, and I'm not going to rehash that because we've already talked about it. But I wanted to give you an update on this guy here, and I don't have him in simulation mode right now, but let me just go ahead and show him to you really quickly. Let me move her for just a second, and let me go ahead and show you him. And this is not the way to pick up a real baby, but we're just gonna shuffle him. Now, if I had him in simulation mode, I would not have done that because we would have probably been in trouble because he does have the neck support and stuff, and if that goes off, I mean, he will scream bloody murder, let me tell you. So anyway, I told you I'd come back with the name reveal and just kind of give you guys an update on how he worked and everything. So anyway, I decided to call him Kai. I think his factory name was Bentley. And when I added him to the Control Center software, that's what he came up as, but I was able to change that. And you can leave it there. I mean, there's adjustments and stuff obviously that you can make with the control software, but anyway, so when I put him in simulation mode, I called him Kai. That's what I decided to name him, and I'll just kind of turn him around a little bit so you guys can see him. Now he is very stiff, like his arms and legs and stuff are really stiff. He is all vinyl, plastic or whatever, and then he's got, of course, the mechanics, you know, inside him and stuff, you know, to make him work. But anyway, I've already had him in simulation mode, and he works beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. I did get him off of eBay, and the woman who sold him to me fully tested him out, and you know, said that he worked. But I always like to make sure too, because you know, with the craziness that happened with the shipping and all that, I just wanted to make sure that nothing got damaged and everything is a-okay. Like I said, I've had him in simulation mode. He works beautifully, and yeah, and actually when I checked the report, I got a 100% with this little guy. So yeah, but anyway, I wanted to just kind of give you guys a little bit of an update on him. And I'm going to go ahead and put him back over here on his blanket. like I said, if we had it in simulation mode, I would not be doing that. But yeah, because you got to kind of be a little bit, well, a lot gentle. You got to be a lot gentle so that the head support doesn't go off. But anyway, so that is that. And also I wanted to kind of let you guys know that I do have a couple of things in the works as well. I did commission a custom back in January. The custom is actually done, but the artist is waiting on, she had a special item that she ordered and is still waiting on. So she didn't want to send him out until she got that special item. And yeah, the post office is really slow. That was supposed to have been here on the 22nd, but we're still waiting. So, you know, that's okay. I mean, I'm like an impatient person. Like, I hate waiting, but the fact that I've, you know, had a box opening with the Real Care baby and such, you know, so obviously I've had other things to enjoy, but I am very, very anxious or excited or whatever to get the custom and, you know, to have that baby home safe and sound. So we just have to wait a little while longer, and then all should be okay. And then I also have another baby that that I am paying for, which I should be able to get her paid off like either tomorrow or the next day, and then she'll be arriving home. And that was kind of a surprise. I got shown the picture and I'm like, yes, I want her. So that one's going to be a baby girl. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with our topic for today, and enough chatter about like general stuff. But so anyway, the topic today, now, this is going to be kind of a different topic. I don't know, I've been feeling just really nostalgic lately, and so I was thinking about toys and stuff I had when I was a kid. And I remember I had this one doll that just really creeped me out. And so that is going to be our topic of discussion today. Actually, there's two questions for you. So one question is, as a kid, did you have a toy that really, really creeped you out, or did you see like, did you maybe not have the toy, but you saw maybe an advertisement or whatever and it just creeped you out and you didn't want that toy? So did you have a toy in your possession that creeped you out as a kid, or did you see a toy like on TV or hear about a toy that just really creeped you out as a kid? And then the second question is, did you have a toy as a kid that you absolutely, like, what was your favorite toy as a kid that you just absolutely loved? Like, that you just felt that you couldn't leave home without, that was always near you or with you, you know, that you felt just kind of connected to at the hip with. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the toy that creeped me out as a kid. And now I'm totally dating myself here, but there was a toy that came out, and she was a doll that came out in 1974, I believe it was, yeah, 1974. And so she was called Baby Thataway. And so what this doll did was, you had like batteries that you had to put in her. I can't remember if they were like 4 AA's or something, but anyway, there's batteries that, you know, she was battery operated. And so you had to take the little battery door thing off the back, and then there was a switch that you turned on. And what she did was, if she had these movable limbs, they were bent arms, kind of bent legs. I mean, you couldn't bend the knees or the elbows, but you know, those were fixed into place. But you could move the arms at the shoulder, and you could move the legs at the hips. And so when you turn her on, what she would do is, if you had her positioned appropriately or whatever, she would crawl. So you turn her on, and her arms and legs would move and she would crawl. Or like if you had her on her back, you know, she'd move her arms and legs and kind of kick, you know, like babies do. Or if you stood her up and, you know, kind of held onto her hand, because, you know, she'd fall over if you didn't hold on to her, she would be able to walk. Like, her legs would move in such a way that she'd be able to walk. But now you're thinking, okay, why would a doll like that scare the crap out of me? Well, let me tell you, she did. And I really don't remember where we got her, or you know, how she came into our possession. I think she might have come from a garage sale. I kind of feel like she was secondhand, because the one that I remember, she was old, and her vinyl kind of felt a little bit sticky, you know, she needed to be cleaned up. And then her hair, which was like that plastic hair, I think, or no, she actually had real hair. But the hair was definitely not the quality that you would see today, like with mohair that that's put on Reborns or whatever. But anyway, so I think we got her secondhand. She needed a little bit of cleaning up and so forth, but she creeped me out because I don't know, just like now. Back then, like a doll that would do something like that, I mean, that was very innovative and, you know, just like, oh, wow, you know, it was like a big wow thing because, you know, dolls really didn't move that. Yeah, you had mechanical dolls and stuff, but, you know, you didn't really have a doll that was, you know, real complicated like that. As far as I remember. But this doll, now the reason why she creeped me out, there's two reasons. And she creeped me out because number one, the way she did move, it was real robotic. Like, you know, she kind of to me looked like a zombie. Of course, back then, like, I didn't know what a zombie was, but you know, just looking back on her, I mean, she looked like a zombie, like she moved like a zombie. And so that creeped me out. Plus, the mechanical sound that she made, like when you turn her on, like, you know, because of the mechanics inside her, just that sound just really also creeped me out too. So I really didn't want to have anything to do with her when she had batteries inside. I was like, no, I can't play with her. I can't. And but if the batteries were taken out and she didn't turn on, I was okay with her. Like I don't know if I was real ever like enthused about her that much, to be honest, but like I would actually hold her when the batteries were not inside her. But yeah, I could not for a long time, and this happened for a real long time, but for a real long time I just could not play with her if the batteries were inside her. I couldn't do it. So yeah, she creeped me out quite a bit. And that probably sounds a little silly, but, you know, I swear that is the honest to God's truth. Like she really creeped me out quite a bit. And also, like, I was looking back at I found a video clip about her. Like, I found a video clip that was showing her, and I might just fasten this up a little bit later. But yeah, I found a video clip that I think showed her for like 30 seconds or something, and if I can find it, I will link it in the description so you can kind of look at it and get an idea of what I'm talking about. But even looking at that video clip, I'm like, yeah, she's a bit creepy. She is a bit creepy. So yeah, she kind of creeped me out quite a bit. So yeah. But that was the toy that just really creeped me out as a kid. And yeah, so for a long time, I couldn't deal with her, when the batteries were inside, and the minute she turned on, I was just like, no, I can't. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, guys. Couldn't do it. So, now going to the toy that I loved when I was a kid. Now, I had dolls and stuff and so forth, and I enjoyed my Barbies and stuff, and of course we had baby dolls. They weren't Reborns, of course, and the baby dolls really didn't do anything. They just kind of sat there and looked cute, you know, and you could hold them and play with them, of course. You know, they were just baby dolls. But I really enjoyed my Barbies, like I said, and I liked stuffed animals. But the toy that I really remember as a kid was I had this huge Raggedy Ann doll that we got when, oh my gosh, I think I was real young. I was maybe 3 or 4 maybe. And I think we found her at a garage sale. And yeah, so she was this huge Raggedy Ann doll. And oh my gosh, I just remember just carting her around all the time. Like, I played with her just non-stop. I played with her non-stop. And I did. I played with her non-stop. And what I also really remember was Raggedy Ann had a little accident, and we had this German Shepherd at the time, and he got a hold of her, and he chewed off one of her eyes, and he kind of chewed up her face quite a bit. And so the poor doll, and I don't know how long I'd had her before that happened, but the poor doll, poor Raggedy Ann, got disfigured. And for whatever reason, like, we never tried to repair her. I mean, my mom sewed her up as best she could because the stuffing was going to come out. She had this white stuffing inside. I do remember that. And but for whatever reason, like, we never tried to find another eye to put on her. And so she became one-eyed Raggedy Ann. So that poor doll, oh my gosh. And I still played with her, you know, I still played with her. She was still my buddy, you know, even though she was disfigured and had just the one eye. And oh my gosh, like, she was with me until I was a teenager, and that poor doll had so much wear and tear. I mean, I kid you not, just so much wear and tear. And like, by the time, and I think she got lost in a move or something, like, either we moved and I just decided to just pitch her because, you know, she was just so old and decrepit. I mean, she was in sorry shape, you know. In some places she had ripped at the seams, and so we had to sew her back up that way. She was, you know, she got stained up from, you know, just hours on end of playing, and some of the, obviously, you know, some of the stains didn't come clean. So I mean, and then some of her yarn hair, like, she lost a lot of her yarn hair from just, you know, rough and tumble playing. You know, when you're a little kid, you're kind of rough on your dolls, or, you know, you can be. And so, but she was in such sorry shape. So I probably just chucked her, you know, when I got older. Don't remember, but I remember I still had her when I was a teenager, and then you know, when I went off to college, you know, I didn't have her anymore. But yeah, so that's what I loved. That was the toy that I remember the most. And she was with me just constantly, like, joined at the hip with me. I always carried her around, you know, that poor Raggedy Ann doll. But I also loved my, I had a turntable record player. Again, I'm dating myself. I loved listening to music. And so my record player was always going, like, I always had music on, and that was when, a lot of times I'd play with my dolls and stuff. But yeah, so, I loved my turntable. And I still had it when I got my first cassette player, and I loved my cassette player, and I was so glad that I had the choice between the turntable and the cassette player, eventually, you know, when I did get that. So yeah, that's what I loved the most, and Baby Thataway was the toy that creeped me out, most of the time, like when I was a kid. Like, she just really creeped me out a lot. But, so yeah, would love to hear your guys' stories, and tell me what you really loved as a kid, and tell me what, if anything, if there was a toy that creeped you out when you were a kid. So yeah, and I was jabbering, and I kind of forgot to put her pants on her, so we're going to get her pants on her. It's still been really cold. Now, I could have just left the onesie on her because she is full limbs. I could have just left her this way, you know, because she is full limbs, but because it's been just a little bit cold, I decided that putting some pants on her would be the thing to do. So I'm going to just go ahead and pick her up for just a minute and pull up her pants, and we'll put her back down so that we can see her. Now, the pants are going to be a little bit big, I think, in the legs, because this is a 3-month size. The pants are a 3-month size. They do fit her around the waist, but they are just a little bit big for her in the legs, but that's okay. That's okay. We could always roll them up and so forth, or just kind of pull them up this way, and then they can just be baggy on her. Actually, and when you're looking at clothes for babies and stuff, it is actually nicer to have them be a little bit baggy instead of, like, really tight, because to me, having clothes really tight would just be so uncomfortable on a baby. So it's okay that they're a little bit baggy, and they're just baggy in the legs a little bit, which is okay. That's perfectly fine. But anyway, guys, there she is, and we're just going to pick her up and just give her a little snuggle. Oh, come here, girl. Come here, little girl. Oh, she's cute. She is so cute. This baby is really snuggly. She's very cuddly. Her arms, and I'll show you her arms and stuff, but her arms and stuff just really curl in, and we're going to go ahead and put her back, but her arms just kind of really curl in like that, you know, like she can just really curl in like so, and her legs are kind of bent up a little bit. So she does kind of have, probably not as much as Levi. Like, guys, I'm still on the Levi train. I totally still want a Levi. And eventually I am going to get a Levi. You know, that is like my, that's, you know, one of my, definite goals that I'm going to do is I am going to get a Levi. But, you know, she does still have the little bent up legs and her arms kind of go in like this. So she does kind of curl right in, which is awesome. I love it when a baby does that. But anyway, guys, there she is. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing her. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get her out of the blue sleeper. And then get her into something a little bit lighter. But I think she looks really cute in this. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, she's so cute. But anyway, guys, there is our video for the day. I hope you guys did enjoy hearing my little stories of when I was a kid, and would love to hear yours. So you guys have a great day, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell, and of course leave us a comment and tell me what you think. And you guys have a great day, and give all your babies a big hug from all of us here at Serenade Nursery, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. All right, bye everybody.